right, and we're back with another episode of Louder Than Hell. It is your host Connor here. With me, as always, is my co-host Greg. Greg, how are you doing, dude?
Dude, we are back. We're live. I'm feeling great tonight. We've got a lot of new music to talk about, and I love talking about new stuff, especially with a new year and a new lunar year coming around the corner. Fun fact for everyone who doesn't pay attention to that at all. That's all. I'm doing good. I'm excited. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. Dude, this I just want to jump right into it. Everything. This new Foo Fighters album, I've been really enjoying it, and I was not expecting uh, to it have the impact on me that it has so far. Like it's got some really fun songs on it.
Yeah, so actually, I want to talk about that album a lot because this is one of the first new albums of the year that we get to actually review. And one of my favorite songs on it is Holding Poison. And I think that should have been the first single released out instead of Shame Shame. Honestly, the energy that song holds up until the minute and a half mark, when it just changes an entire pace, it gets really fast paced after that. And it's almost like a whole new song. And it really just reminds you like the high energy that Foo Fighters is capable of, you know? What did you have any favorite songs off of it?
Yes, yeah. I love the first song. I think it's called "Making a Fire." Um,
Yeah, no,
it's and I
I
loved it
definitely.
because like it's got some like '80s pops, like na 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 na, and it just reminded me of that Roxette song from Grand Theft Auto called "She's Got the Look." And I don't know,
Oh,
I don't know, it like it hit that like special like I don't know heartstring for like a guilty pleasure I have for like '80s pop. So I've just been that song just makes me cheesy smile. And then I think "No Son of Mine" is another one I really like.
No Son of Mine, yeah, that No Son of Mine. Yeah, I really like that too. It kind of reminds me of Guns N' Roses. He kind of gives like homage to Axl Rose there a little bit, in my opinion.
Okay, I haven't gotten that yet. That's interesting though.
Well, okay, so I don't know about you or Evans, but I've listened to this album quite a bit. I've been very excited about it, especially because this is one of the first bands that announced that they were coming out with new material because of the lockdown that we were all in this time last year. So to have come full circle and to hear
Mhm.
this material now, I'm like saying that we were excited to hear that these artists were making material while we were in lockdown was exciting enough. But to hear it come to fruition and like actually like affect my mental state through my ears, it's a whole new world, man. I'm way more excited than I
Right.
should have said I was like back then, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. I've just never been a big like massive Foo Fighter fan as I am like with a lot of the other bands we talk about. Cause like I can't go deep into the Foo Fighters, but I do like I like random Foo Fighters. Like a lot of their songs off "Wasting Light." Like I love that album. But like other than like that album and the big hits, there's not too many songs I know. But "Run" is another one off their. I think it was off their last album. That single as one like just that's one of my favorite Foo Fighter songs. But yeah, when
Oh,
I had it on Friday when I was just getting work done, I was just like, damn, this album is jamming. I'm enjoying it. So
dude, yeah. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I it hasn't been uh out long enough to give it an official like numerical rating like I kind of give reviews, but I'm like first impressions are sitting around like a 7.6, 7.7. Very strong, awesome album.
That's respectable. Yeah, I definitely like the high 7 point on that. In my opinion, coming from your decimal systems, I'm gonna keep it solid for this week because I feel like I've listened to it enough where like I feel like based on the expectations I've had from music that should come out of the lockdown versus what I'm hearing now and the singles that have come out like at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 with this too, I feel like it kind of like made me a little biased to love it even more. because I was expecting it so much, and then it just exceeded my expectations. I got to give it an 8.2.
Oh, going a little high there. Awesome, man. All
Dude,
right.
it's
I like that, dude. I
a
like that.
solid 8.2, and it's very unexpected. I honestly was kind of told myself when it first came out, I was like, okay, low expectations, just let your ears do the judging. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, one more time. And then by the end of that, I was like, okay, one more time. And this by then it was like noon on Friday. It had just come out at midnight. I had already listened to it 3 times. Today I was on it, replay number like 11, I think. It's awesome. I love that. I love that album.
Dang.
Evans, you got any favorite tracks on that album?
I
Well, I mean, I if I'm being honest, I only listened to maybe like the first few songs.
Okay.
And I had like, Lamb of God over here, like some other music distractions for
Right. You're
me, but
heavier than me.
but
Like,
what I heard was really great. I It
oh,
sounded like good old, Foo Fighters. I love them. But, you know, uh if you could give me a couple of songs that you would recommend off the album that may not be, as popular, I would appreciate that.
I got you, dude. All right.
All right.
Uh,
Give me a couple.
okay. Holding Poison. Definitely. I already mentioned that one. Nut, you got one that you would recommend?
I mean, I guess the one the same one I said, "No Son of Mine." That's not going to be. I don't think that's been released as a single.
Right.
All
I
right.
got you. Yeah. So
Back
Holding
to
Poison.
back songs.
Yeah. Back to back. Yeah. There's No Sign of Mine, and then Holding Poison in that order. So there you go. Those are two good songs on it. Besides the two singles, Shame Shame and Waiting on a War. They performed that on Jimmy Fallon over the Super Bowl weekend too. Or
Oh.
no, I think it was last night actually. So after Super Bowl weekend.
Oh,
So
okay. Nice.
yeah, but did you guys?
Speaking of, I just want to say, kind of change subject, but speaking of late night Jimmys, on Kimmel this Thursday, the 11th, Wolfgang Van Halen will be performing. And I don't know if he's going to perform distance, or I have a feeling like it's a good opportunity to release a new single. Like, come on, come on, Woofy, don't let your boy down. I've been like itching. Like, I
So
can't listen to distance much because it makes me ball down and cry. But I'm like crave. I need more Mammoth. So he's actually starting to tease like all the set lists and stuffs. And the first song on the album is called Mr. Ed. So I'm really like interested in what that's going to be about. But
the first song on the
yeah,
album, did
I
you get a
can't.
track list or something?
It's called what?
Did you get a track list or something? You said the first song
Yeah,
on the album.
fans were emailed a track listing of the album if you sign up for their mailing list. And then I got a guy. I know a guy who got that, and so he shared it on Twitter. So I forget the other songs are called, but I did that one. The one that stuck out to me.
Well,
That's
of course you
cool.
got a guy, man. Of course.
Yeah, I always
If
got to have a
you,
Van Halen plug.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know anything about like his son or anything, but how does his son's music compare to his father's music, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, no one knows. He's only released one song. So I
Okay.
mean, it's not Van Halen. Like he's been very clear that his music is not Van Halen. Um, and I'm very happy for that. For me, I'm just excited. Like it's just a new chapter in that family lineage. But
Yeah.
I have nothing but based off the first song alone, I have nothing but high expectations. So like, this is actually a perfect like kind of album to talk about right after talking about the Foo Fighters for Evans because this album, just like the first Foo Fighters album, is all Wolfgang. Like he played the drums, bass, guitar, and sang, just like Dave Grohl did the very first Foo Fighters
Wow.
record. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah,
Great
I
connection.
just
We didn't even realize that.
yeah. But yeah. Also, Connor, you talked about that new Lamb of God song that just kind of snuck in there, like no announcement. That was fun to listen to. I had to pause the Foo Fighters album and be like, oh, Need My Lamb of God. So I was actually going to ask, like, is this a new single off another new album, or is this just like a bonus track that didn't make the last album?
It's it's well, I mean, it could be a B-side, but you know, I think it's probably one of those good songs that could be added to the deluxe album. Which I mean, I think that's what they're doing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
There's still,
Okay.
yeah.
still-
I thought that song was pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Ghost Shaped People that came out. What was that, Friday at midnight? Honestly, I like that song a lot, and I think it could have replaced a song on the original self-titled album. What do you guys think?
That's hot take. I don't know about that. I only listened to the song once or twice. Actually, because Evan said he also had some musical distractions. My big one over the weekend has been my recommendation of the week. So it's a little foreshadowing to the end of the show. But I've been listening to that album like every day. So like, yeah, I'm excited to talk about that. But yeah,
Way to drop a hook.
yeah, no, it's fun. What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, the new Lamb of God song. So yeah, I just remember I'm like, oh, sounds like Lamb of God. Sounds pretty badass. Awesome. Good to see it. Good love to see it. Um, yeah, I'm just I can't listen to them too much anymore. I feel like because I'm like, oh, so close to finally seeing them right before the pandemic hit. So I still get a little bitter. That's one of the few bands I still get bitter about not seeing yet. So
I feel the same way, bro.
yeah,
Right? Yet it's only yet. We still have a chance.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're gonna get that shot, and then the concert pass will come with it. And then
Megadeth and Lamb of God.
let's
but
go.
yeah, I honestly think that it could replace On Hook, the last song on the album, because On Hook has such a like surprising intro that could have made a great addition as a deluxe like track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Connor, are you just straight up listening to the song right now?
Yeah, well, I was listening to the one part at the end, and I was like, I really like that part. It was like, and I was like, I love it. I gotta listen to it again. But I wanted to originate or whatever.
That is the first time. That's the first time anyone just on air just straight up like, hold on, I listen to the song. Like I listen to a lot of music when we're done here because like I'm just like pumped. Like we talked about like like Lamb of God or Iron Maiden for 30 minutes. Like I need some Maiden now. But that's funny. Last new album that got announced I think today is the Offspring. Connor, you're a pretty big Offspring fan, right? I'll let you take the lead on this.
Me? I mean,
Yeah, go for it, dude.
if I'm being completely honest, I'm not that big of a Offspring fan, but I love their hits.
Oh,
Dude.
my bad. Okay, then we're on the same boat. I thought you put this on the run sheet. Maybe I was like, oh, maybe this is like.
That was me.
Okay, Connor, you're such a huge pop punk fan. I was just like, oh, this is probably him.
Yeah, no, yeah, but you're correct about the pop punk part.
It was
Okay,
never
so yeah, like it's like 9 times out of 10 that would have been like the perfect segue, and I just like hit that airball bomb.
And it's
Greg,
alright. Like I love the Offspring, but like it's not like one of those bands where I'm like, oh, I really want to listen to the Offspring.
Same. Like if it comes on while you're like having a good day drinking day or something, you're like, oh fuck yeah, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, let's go. Like that's my vibe for the Offspring.
Totally.
all right. Well,
Greg, this new album.
yeah. So Connor's going in with the layup, and then or maybe coming from behind the 3-point line, and I'm just gonna sprint in from the back for the alley oop to save this here because the Offspring is coming out with a new album this year. I don't know the exact date because I did not finish listening to the audio clip that they posted on their Twitter page. They posted.
Sounds like you're a huge fan.
the Louder Than Hell podcast follows The Offspring on Twitter, so we
Yes.
get regular updates on their content, guys. By the way, y'all should too. Follow us at LTH_pod. Sorry, you guys had me cracking up there. Anyways, um, this so the first single that they released like officially as like a band was in 2015, and that was like our first hint at like new music for Offspring that didn't come to fruition because there was a bassist named Greg that made a lawsuit with the band. He's no longer with the band. It wasn't me, and now they're coming out with a new album. So uh, um, they've come out with like a couple songs like that weren't related to like album work. Like they did a parody track of like Tiger King with like Here Kitty Kitty, and then they did like a cover of a Christmas song. So that was fun. But now we're gonna get a new album this year, and it's official. So that's all there is to it.
And they haven't come out with a single yet, right? It's just the announcement.
Well, so that's what's interesting about this. So what they announced with the announcement of this album is like they've got the tracks, they've got the listing, they've got the sequence, they've got the artwork, they've got the date, they've got the singles that they want to release for it too. I don't know why I hold up the number 2, 3, 1. I don't know how many singles are going to release with it, but that's they just haven't said anything else. That's it, from what I can tell. I haven't finished the audio clip, so you guys probably should.
Okay. That's top of my list of things to do as soon as we stop hitting record is to catch up on all the Offspring.
Oh, man. Yeah. But
Okay.
that's great.
Yeah. I'm glad you put the this next topic because this caught me off guard. But Glenn Danzig had made a spaghetti western vampire movie called Death Rider and the House of Vampires.
Oh my god.
There's a trailer for it. Don't look for it on YouTube. Look for like the Red Band trailer because it's. I was just like, what? Okay, this isn't what I was expecting.
Boobs.
Yeah, first thing you see is boobs.
Well, so if you
Boobs and blood, the two B's that sum up Danzig in his career. It'd be boobs and blood. Yeah, this movie looked like a walking Danzig song. And Eli Roth is randomly in it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
okay, so he plays a pretty minor role in the movie though. That's like something interesting about it. Like he helped like produce it, but he plays a minor role in it, just like Eli Roth. Like they're both minor roles.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Red Band trailer, you can also find that on Blabbermouth and Loudwire's websites through their articles and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, I was just like, oh, this isn't like a movie I would really pay to see. Like, it'd be like if I was over at your house, Greg, and we're like getting drunk to watch something that's going to make us laugh or something. I'd put that on. I know nothing about making like a film or anything, so who am I to say? But like, it just doesn't look very high budget. But Danzig looks badass as a vampire. I'll say that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he gets to be dressed up with one of his favorite props, and that's blood. So that's him in his element. And did you watch the full trailer? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Because it's like 3 minutes long, and it's like a really good insight into like the story that they're trying to lay out. I don't know if I'm going to follow the story because tits and blood.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he has made a movie before.
I think I saw that as well.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure that it wasn't that good. Not that this is a movie podcast, but like I'm just saying, like, Danzig should probably stick to his music.
Well, I mean, you are a big horror movie guy.
The old shut up and dribble take from Connor Evans.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I love horror movies though.
Okay. Jeez.
Okay, yeah.
Let's swing in here. All right. But yeah, dude, I'm
Sorry,
actually
hot take. Hot
movie.
takes.
I'm gonna watch that movie because I'm
Do it.
interested in a spaghetti western in 2021 with vampires in it. Like I thought vampires were gonna stay in the 2010 decades, but I gotta see someone's take on it for this decade.
Let us know whenever it comes out. I mean, whenever it comes out, let us know after you watch it.
I will give a brief
Yeah, I
critical
don't even know when
review.
it comes out. I forgot.
I
Yeah,
don't think I saw a release date like at all. I was just
yeah.
all blood. But
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that would. I'm surprised that he. Well, I'm not really surprised that he would not put out a date for it. I don't. I mean, I don't know, but
well,
Danzig's such a character. I love him.
dude, you want to talk about characters? That's the greatest segue for this because, like frontmen of bands try to assume characters, or bands themselves try to assume characters or personalities, and they try and embody them live or in their music. Not a lot of people like that. Sometimes it might like step on people's toes.
yep,
There's a certain band that may have done this over the weekend that I learned about, and I was inspired to listen to them because I was like, okay, they're making people upset. That means their music is making people upset. So I have to listen to stuff that's making people upset. That means it's making an impact, right?
I
I
agree.
I guess. I mean, I was a little shocked when I dove in because the band is Behemoth, and a lot of their music has some satanic themes. I was not ready for it when I dove in. I saw the headline of this article. It says Behemoth's Nergal faces new blasphemy charge for offending religious feelings. And I thought, okay, first off, I love offending religious feelings. Second off, I have to find out why he did this and what song it was. So there's this like photo shoot or video where he's stepping on artwork, and that I think that's
I
I
saw
think
the photo.
yeah, you saw that. Okay, but so I was inspired to
Yeah,
listen to him. I was like, all right, you're gonna cause controversy. I got to give you streams. So I listened to. I didn't like dive in deep. Just their top 5 songs on Spotify. I was surprised, man. I was surprised. Have you ever listened to Behemoth?
Not much, but I mean, I know. I'm trying to think. Weren't they at when we saw Slipknot? Weren't they the fourth band?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it Bohemoth, Gojira, Volbeat, and then Slipknot, and then we missed
yeah.
Behemoth and Gojira. So like,
We should
I've
go
known
on
about them.
the Gojira set.
Nothing but respect for them in the game of heavy metal. But I haven't like you. I couldn't even name a song, but they sing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I actually did see this, and it just reminded me of like I was like, oh, these got to be like some Norwegian band because they go pretty hardcore in the anti-religious stuff. Um, yeah,
Yeah, you
Right.
know how the, you know, like,
That's how Black
this
goes, right?
stuff.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah,
god!
oh
you know how
shoot,
that stuff goes.
What a plug! Oh jeez.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, dude. So I was pretty shocked whenever I tuned into them for the first time. The first song I listened to was "Blow Your Trumpets, Gabriel," and if I'm not mistaken, that's like referencing the apocalypse, right?
I have
um,
no idea, but
trying to like go back in my Christian history lessons and growing up, and I think you're
yeah,
right.
I mean, me too.
Well, I'm pretty sure when Gabriel blows his horn, according to Christian theology, he that's the sign of the apocalypse or the beginning of I don't know. But yeah, I was like, okay, this is very interesting. I could see why this would step on people's toes, where he would probably get blasphemy charges. I don't know how far that's going to go, but I'm definitely interested, and I wanna make another segue into something else I want to talk about with Behemoth, and that is keeping up with our New Year's resolutions. And I know that at the beginning of the year, we made resolutions to listen to 5 bands. I've done a very good job of listening to some of them, but there's one that I haven't given much time to, and I haven't committed to, and I feel like I can make a good replacement for with Behemoth. I'm not going to name them though.
Hey,
I'm all about that.
hey, but Behemoth honestly is a great band. Like, especially live. You know, like I caught them right before they went off. You know, right before Gojira, and like they looked super cool. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, you know, like seeing it in person is crazy, but like you know, you see it on YouTube and it's like, oh, that's cool, but like you see it in person, it's like insane. You're like, what the heck
Yeah.
is this? Is this an occult?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
or something.
so that's the like the exact vibe that I got from this band because I'm looking at the track list as I'm listening to these songs. I'm like, wow, these are like really heavy riffs, these really cool breakdowns. The vocals kind of remind me of like Black Dahlia Murder a little bit. Like it's a little
Yeah.
hard to understand, but once you do understand it, like you definitely understand it. Nut, I'm really hoping to bring you on to Behemoth like through this because like
Okay.
once you
Well,
understand the lyrics, you really do.
yeah. The main. I've heard that the main album to listen to if you're trying to get into them is The Satanists, which is from 2014, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I will
Bold.
put it on the
Right.
pile of things to one day discover.
That's gonna
Yeah.
win your
Like,
dream theater, right?
Just yeah. You know what? It can just go on top of all the Dream Theater. I won't.
Oh, oh,
um.
I
that's
still need,
killing me.
need to listen to Dream Theater as well. So
Yeah, dude, Connor, don't even get him started. Like, we're already just gonna move past that comment and just like keep streamlining into recommendations.
it'll be in between this podcast and the next one, and then maybe I'll give all my opinion on any kind of Dream Theater. But
Yeah,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, like, dude. That's I don't have another 30 minutes to hear Greg go off. So
You guys are in for it. You're in.
anyway, I all right. So I said earlier in the podcast, this album, uh, pretty much like changed the trajectory of my music listening experience this weekend. And that was because I was in a mood for Alice in Chains, and I put on an album that I'd never listened to front to back, and it's been a sin of mine because it's such a classic album, and I've finally been able to appreciate it. And that is Facelift by Alice in Chains, and it
Nice.
just had a lot of songs I'd never heard of that are I guess would be deep tracks or not. But I consider Alice in Chains to be one of my favorite bands from the grunge era. If not, yeah, I like them way more than I like Nirvana. But to be fair, they put out just a different kind of grunge music
that is
than
a
Nirvana.
heavy
But,
album. I'm not gonna
Dude,
lie.
it's cool that you mentioned
yeah, no,
Nirvana.
the opening track, "We Die Young," is the best Alice in Chains song. I think that riff, it's just so heavy. Um, and the vocals on it are so great. The vocals on this album, I love Lane Stanley so much. He's such a powerful voice. But then yeah, it goes. The one has a 1-2 punch. It starts off with "We Die Young" into "Man in the Box," and those are like the big two hits on the album. And then you got some other cool songs like "Sea of Sorrow," "Bleed the Freak," "Love Hate Love," "It Ain't Like That," and "Confusion" were all some of like the favorite tracks I saved. Yeah, I've been listening to that album like on a once a day rotation, if not more. So that's like my current like go to album right now.
Dude, I okay. So Alice in Chains is one of those bands where like you hear the hit songs and sometimes you're tired of them. I'm never tired of their hit songs. Like Rooster, I
Oh,
love Rooster. I can't get enough of it, man. It's like hypnotizing to me. I don't know.
in college, it was tradition for me during finals that I would always have at least one study session where with Alice in Chains unplugged, like that album front to back. Like, that's what helped me really appreciate because it's got the good hits, but it also has like just some other good tracks like songs you don't hear much, like Sludge Factory. Like, oh, what a cool song.
Nice.
Yeah, they're an awesome band. I need to go see them live. The current rendition of how they perform. But yeah. Greg, what do you got for us this week?
Okay, so you're really gonna love this, man. So my rec this week is Dream Theater. It's their second live album.
You knew it. You're so predictable. You're so predictable. It's just like we talked about Green Theater. Greg got mad that he couldn't talk about Dream Theater, and I'm like, oh crap!
No,
Now he's
no,
gonna recommend it. Like,
no, no.
okay,
When we sat down tonight, did you think Greg's gonna recommend a Dream Theater album tonight? I haven't talked about them in a while. Let's be honest.
okay.
Oh yeah, there. Okay, so this is their second live album. All right, this came out 1998. They recorded it in Paris at Le Bataclan. Pretty cool arena. And one of my favorite parts about this album is that there's some really cool transitions between certain songs where they do like some really cool like covers and tributes. Most notably, in my opinion, is whenever like they're transitioning from "Let Me Breathe" into "Voices." John Petrucci does a little solo where he like does like a cover of the Force theme from Star Wars. So I
Oh
really
wow,
think
that's
you
cool.
guys I like really you guys need to like check out more of their live work. Like their live albums.
Okay, which album is it?
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a
It's the one that
lifetime.
looks like the dude who's looking down and he's got the Coliseum on his head.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so it's about a third of the way through the album, I think. Maybe not even, but it's really cool. Another one is where so at the ending of like Take the Time, they do a solo like where they pay homage to Freebird by Leonard Skinner, which is really cool. Like as a prog rock band to bring in elements of like Star Wars. Oh my God, Nut, wake up, wake up! Damn it,
What? Sorry.
we
Are we
lost,
done? Is that episode over?
we lost them. All right. And then they do like a little spin of their own like of the riff from Moby Dick, but that's pretty cool. But it's a great album. You gotta go listen to it. Maybe it'll be the one that gets both of these Connors into Dream Theater. Who knows?
Totally.
Who knows?
Yeah, it might get me into it. We'll see. But I'm gonna listen to it like in the car, my dude.
If I had some like
Yeah.
files to shove off the table after Nuts' reaction to that, just
Some meme.
I just did that. I was like, I want to see if Greg's gonna react to it, but I know Connor. I'm just giving Connor like editing content for when he edits the podcast when we wrap it up. So
Jesus,
Yeah. Thank you.
Jesus. Hey Evans, you
all
got a
right.
record?
Anyway, guys, that's everything. Oh yeah, sorry, Evans. You got anything for us?
Yeah, dude. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding. Well,
Okay.
okay. I'll make it quick for you, Net. So, anyways, I'm pretty sure I made a suggestion to you guys maybe a couple months ago about this band. This band is called Eternal Champion, um, and they're the band. I don't know if you remember them, but they're the band with skulls, dragons, and boobs on the album art. So you might remember that.
All
I
right.
don't know if you remember or not. Don't worry, you'll remember when you see
I
it.
do. I remember they have like yeah, no, they have that really cool album cover. And I remember listening like, oh, this is a really cool band.
That's like the
I remember
He-Man.
it was hard that they're not on Spotify but they're on Bandcamp now, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I'm getting to it. So um, I noticed that they weren't on Spotify, but you can actually download the. I don't know how many people know this, but you can download this Bandcamp app and listen to them, through that app and, close your phone without having to, keep it open. So I would
Oh,
say, yeah, it's really nice. But I would say my favorite songs off of that album, which is Ravening Iron, is A Face in the Glare, Skull Seeker, Coward's Keep, and Worms of the Earth.
Sweet. All right.
Go for this.
Okay, I really am gonna go. I'm gonna put that Eternal Champion under Behemoth, and then overall the Dream Theater Greg wants me to listen to, and that'll be what I listen to the next 7 days.
Nice. Well, listen to Skull Seeker.
There you
That's
go.
an amazing song. I love Skull Seeker.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect, man. All right, guys, this was a blast. I know Greg had a lot of fun. We'll do this again next week. Take care, everybody.
Later.